We got this here Varney set, a complete set. This was sent in by Frank O'Connor down there in the Florida area, and it's been sitting on the shelf for quite some time. And I think it's time that we get it up and make it run the rails again. It's just time for it. I'm Ron with Classic Model Trains. Follow along. Let's see what it's going to take to get this 60 to 70-year-old train set back on the rails. This is what the box lid right here, the box art looks like. And we got the model number over here on the side. It's a number 43. The Varney Fast Freight. I don't know what, I tried to research these as sets. I couldn't absolutely find anything about it, but it does have the plastic shell on it, and they started the plastic shells in 1955 and up. This one is in really nice shape. Oh, look at this shine on it. Oh, man. That is super. And it's got both of its couplers. This will be the 8-wheel drive version because of the way that this looks under here. And it's got nylon gears, so it shouldn't sound like a meat grinder when it's going down the road. We got a non-powered B unit. Oh, God, I'm not used to having stuff this nice. I mean, look at that. Gee, I should put this one on display. It's got a keeping it cooped up. Oh, there's a little dirty on top there. Yeah, a little cleaning. These trucks, I noticed, they've all got their spring loaded. Every one of them. Now, these are nice, but boy, they're hassle when you go to change the wheels out, then you shoot one of those springs across the area. 4 cars, caboose, A and B unit. Yeah, this old brass track, it's nasty. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is get this stuff cleaning up so we can use it. There's nothing wrong with brass track. It's just you gotta clean it a little bit more often. Well, I'm gonna clean it right now for the first time, and it'll certainly work for what we're doing here. Got me a bucket full of vinegar over here. So I'm just gonna soak this track in here for an hour, I guess. Then we're gonna rinse it off in just some clear water, and then we're going to set them over here on the drying mat and fire up the fan and blow them dry. So we'll get that going first. This should really make it look a lot more shinier. Box says it has 14 sections of track to make a 3x4 foot layout, and I've only got 12. I've only got the roundy pieces, so I need to go scare up 2 straight pieces to make this whole thing happen. Well, this stuff's been sitting in this vinegar for about an hour now. I say it looks kind of coppery. A little bit. This is Atlas track. If a guy really wanted to get crazy, you put some baking soda in this water to neutralize the acid over here, but this acid is so light and the solution to pollution is dilution. So I think that this is going to be just fine. Then we're going to take it over here, lay it out all pretty, get this fan going on it, get this stuff dried up. A little bit of soaking and some cleaning, and then we gave it a little rub down with the odorless mineral spirits, added some pieces of track. We've got the circle like it used to be. I put the cars on just to get ahead of myself. Listen to this. Oh, they were all on. Every time I look at them too hard, they fall off. I don't know if I can do this without jamming it with my big hands. The wheels, they're plastic, but they would roll a lot better and a lot quieter if we gave just a touch, just a taste, just a little peck of oil. I never did know how to uncouple these things, the horn hooks. Let's go touch these up just a little bit. We just come in here just a little taste right down here, this one. Spin it, catch it again. Oh yeah, that's gonna help it out a lot. Get this oil off this wheel. I spoobed in there a little bit. I'm gonna do that to all these cars so they'll roll a lot quieter. The whole thing will be just better all around. Don't forget about the old boot brush trick. Not real shiny. Just give it some of this right here. Just like your boots. It just makes them just some little better. Clean them up. It's been a while since they've gotten any love. Yeah, the more you do it, the better they get. Now after they've all been oiled up, little bit better. Normally I don't throw these on the track. This thing is so clean though. I just wonder if it'll work. More than likely won't. Got this old... Hello? Let's twist the wick. No. Well, shoot. Well, the light bulb's on. I can see that. And we got the juice because I hooked this up over there. So, yep. She needs the full going through. So let's get this up on the bench where everything is ready to go except for that. I found this screw loose flopping around in the box, and it would normally go right there. So I'm thinking we just pop this off like an Athearn. Remember, this is a Varney before Athearn was making these. Is it gonna cover? Oh, there we go. And what are we gonna do with this coupler? Do I gotta do the twisty magic? Yes. Easy, easy there. God, those are those ones you can just barely see it. There's a wire right there. This has got a spring inside there making it do what it does. It feels tough. That ain't spinning real easy. Is there any magnets left in it? Oh yeah, there's got some connection there to it. What is this flopping in the wind? One little tiny bulb. We'll get this and wash it up a little bit, not that it needs it. These side frames, they're on the axles, holding them on. Come in here and give them some of this. And they'll come off like that. They're screwed together. This is a brass strap right there. Pop these out here. Another little one here. Catch these off. We're trying to get these trucks taken apart here. These are the same front and back. Two little screws here. Same ones as the fronts. Get that drive line out of there. This is what they look like for guys that want to make them. You see how the line is, one's here on the top and the other one would be 90 degrees out. See people make these out of big pens, small piece of plastic tubing like this. Got this little clip right up in here. That feller. That would be holding this in. We could unscrew this. Here's our front truck out of the way so we can clean and lube all this. These pickups need to be touching them wheels. So that's not doing a very good job right there. Let's play the same game up here. Strip this little C clip out right there. Here we could probably remove, I'm guessing, this whole, well, that'll teach me. Ah, that's why she won't roll. This truck is seized. That one's not. But this one here is tight in there. I can't even get this drive line out. What are we gonna do? Okay, there's that one. If we unscrew this, that gets our Pitman motor out there in the open. The pickups there are a little questionable, but this one is stuck. I didn't expect that to come off. Is this one going to do the same thing? Not really. Yeah, kind of jamming it here. Oof, what would have caused something? Did it get dropped? Is it completely out of gauge? We can take the gauge meter after it and see if it's in. Is this the one that no. Could be that it's jammed shut. No, that's gauging out real nice. Wheels with the flanges? Sure. What do we do now? Put a little oil in there. Try to get it to turn. This is gonna shut our project down. I ain't never seen nothing like that. We're gonna have to work on that, and I'll come back and tell you what I did to get it freed up. Yeah. Yep. Sure. Little brake parts cleaner. Shoved her in there and just sprayed. And then I could just feel it loosen up, and then I just kept spinning it till she did this for us. So now we're gonna go through, I guess I'll just brake parts cleaner both of these to get all the oil out of there. And I'll brake parts cleaner these. I'm gonna get a snap. on, so that way I don't dry out my hands with the brake parts cleaner. Either that or I could use mineral spirits, but this is a lot faster for sure. We got all the grease out. These things are spinning like a dream. But we need to clean up the brass, the wheels, the pickups right over here. These guys, radial bristle disc kit. I get these from Amazon. They show up in different grits. This one here happens to be a 600 grit. I've got these mentioned in the description section of my videos. You can go in there. I've got the Amazon Associates program. You click on the link, it'll take you directly to Amazon. If you decide you want to buy it, they're going to throw a little bone to me, small bone. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Gives me a little up, helps support the channel. I'm going to clean these guys. Those are making nice, shiny wheels. Kind of wanted to get this rivet out so I could clean this brass pickup up. That other one fell out. I'll bend it up like this. It's the wrong thing to do, but I can bend it back down. We need to clean these pickups on this side here also, because they're going to rub against the wheels. So they got to be shiny too. So I'll work on all these. We got 4 of them to mess with. And if you don't want to do the Dremel trick, you can do the fiberglass pencil trick. It'll end up doing the same thing. It just takes a little bit longer. These are also in the description section with an Amazon link. Quite a bit cheaper than buying a Dremel. Does just as good a job. Yep. Let me clean these up. This one's off, so it's going to be a lot easier to make sure it's got a positive contact with the wheels. Bend these little fellers down some. I've already cleaned up the contact surfaces. Now getting the rivet in. That's going to be the deciding factor. I've already dropped this little bugger on the ground once. So we're going to bring this in, put a little tension down on it, get the little rivet going. If I can use a pair of squeezers. Sure. We know we're making good contact there. This one here, I'll just tighten that up some. Yep. We're going to check and see how well this is working. We're going to go to horseshoe mode, and I want to ground and on the wheel. Yes. 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 Those, I'm happy with those. Here's some fun facts about the Varney Train Company. It was founded by Gordon Varney in 1936. It was relocated to Miami, Florida in 1955. Some of the steam locomotives that were originally developed by Varney were acquired by Penline, and then it was later absorbed by Bowser. 1960, Gordon Varney sold Varney to Saul Kramer, who owned Lifelike Products. Saul Kramer sold the Varney products under the Varney name, even though he owned it, until 1970, when he rebranded all the Varney products with the Lifelike name. Switching gears here just a little bit, the Electromotive Division of General Motors introduced the F3 locomotive in July of 1945. The Varney EMD F3 locomotive with the die-cast Zamek body was introduced in 1949. Some people think that it was introduced in 1947 because the body itself has a casting part number into it that says 1947. But all of the metal-bodied F3s by Varney, 1949 is when they were introduced. 1949 had a single powered truck. It was only a 4-wheel drive. In 1950, it was reintroduced with the DC-71 Pitman motor in it. This reimagining of it allowed it to negotiate 18-inch curves. The original 1941 needed to have 24-inch curves. And then 1955 is when Varney introduced the plastic molded F3 body. They got rid of the die-cast Zamek stuff. According to Dave Spinagel's Green Book's Guide to Varney Model Trains, the 1955 plastic-bodied, twin-powered Varney locomotive, like we're messing with here, was produced from 1955 to 1961. And the way you can tell it is because it's got the nylon spur gears, the nylon drive gear, and it's got the nylon axles, the drive shafts inside the trucks. And this was also offered with the DC-70 Pitman motor in it, but it was underneath of a different part number. So I've done videos on Varneys now 2 or 3 times, different ones, but they've all had a little bit different drives, different bodies, different, it's like, oh, look at that. So if you guys sit there and think, what's he doing a Varney video again for? They're all just a little different. Take a quick look at them. We are about halfway through this video right now, so now is an excellent time to do Classic Model Train's Classic Model of the Week. Do you guys know who this is? If you do, put your comments down below. If you don't, hang out to the end. I'll let you know who it is. Let's get back to putting this thing together so we can get her up on the rails. Now it's time to get this thing put back together. If you look at these trucks right here, you'll notice that this one's got a little bump on the top of it compared to this one. And that's going to let you know that this one is the rear truck that goes back here. This motor, we got a wick up here in the front to give it a little taste to Earl to help keep her lubricated. Long-lasting wick action. Give it just a little taste here to jumpstart its little heart. This one here is tough to get to. You got to come down inside here. Just a tiny little taste. I'm going to go like this to let it kind of run into that bushing. I cleaned up this commutator. I took a Q-tip, put it down in there with some mineral spirits when I was cleaning everything up. Just kind of wiped it off some. It's really pretty clean. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but this is a 5-pole motor, which I believe is impressive, especially for the years that they're being made. We're going to center that. We're going to get this guy on there. And then with anything that resembles luck, try to drop out of these screws inside there. I wonder if this is the one, or does it go up here? I'm going to try back here. There's a lot going on. Can you believe that? I can't believe it went right in that hole. Unreal. I don't think this one goes back here because it's got that knurled screw starting edge right there. Let's go with this one, the shorter one. I believe this is the one. 2 for 2. Oh, then I blow it because of the magnetic in the screwdriver. Get that screw in there tight. We still got this action going on. I don't believe I've oiled these at all. So we're going to throw in some here, coming down on this side, coming down on this side. And then the drive line with the gears is on it. I'm going to put a little Super Lube, multi-purpose synthetic grease on this drive line here. We're going to give it a little love around here in the back. Up here on the front, put a little on the worm gear, just some. Most of it will end up getting wiped off as we put it in there. Slide her in. Get one of these little clips right here. We're going to put it on the back. Keep this drive line in place. And for God's sakes, don't lose it. Okay, there it is. We spin the motor. We got the wheels turning. Boy, that is tight. It's stiff. Goodness gracious. Put a little grease on it. We'll keep working this in, but I just would have expected it to be smoother than that. Got this turned over now. The axle's rotated half a turn. Throw a little more in there. It's like it turns and binds, turns and binds. I can just absolutely feel it on there. I think I'm going to throw a little juice to it to see how bad it is, because it feels bad right now. Put one here. Put another on here. Well, that shut this whole thing down. Dang it. Get this drive line pulled back out of there and see what is happening. We seem to be shorting out. Do we have a shorted armature? I could have burned it out at the beginning of this video. That's why I never put them on the track initially. Hate to take this screw back out because it took forever to put it in. We're going to rotate this front bearing cover 90. Like this. Then we should be able to get these springs out of the way on the brushes, get those off the armature, and we can pull this out. Going back to horseshoe mode. We're going to test from a commutator, one to the other. If I can get this to sit still, here to here. And then from any commutator to ground. No. Okay. Here to here. Ground. Ground. No. No. I am not seeing anything that would cause that. Nobody's shorted to ground. Guess since we got it out, we can really clean her up now. I can also do this back here. Since it's open, just a little bit of grease on her. We're gonna rotate the front cover back on, which sounds easy enough. Brushes back in place, springs back in. Now, why won't you run? Because it ain't got no magnetism, that's why. Rotten thing. Put power to the brushes. Twist the wick. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Something. I don't know what it was so mad about before. I would like to see a little bit more juice on there. Here's something we haven't done in quite some time, and that is remagnetizing one of these cheapy little magnets right here. I'm gonna get this brush holder out of the way so we can get in here and really root around. So this here's the north side. Take this magnet retainer screw out. We're gonna put this all in here and nail it. Oh, people always tell me, get that compass farther away. This is a remagnetizing tool made by Ronald Dodd out in the UK. I did a whole video on this thing, where to get it. So now what I'm hoping to see is, yeah, so we are magnetized a lot, much more better. Don't take these end plates off though. I fought with guys about that because I thought that doesn't make any sense. Honest to God, it's true. I may be slow, but don't take these off that magnet. The magnetism falls out. Let me get this put back together, get the brushes back on it, and we'll get back to where we were. And I don't know why I had these alligator clips laying around and I never decided to use them. It sure makes life a lot easier. Kind of noisy. I'm curious if we put a little grease on it, if it might make it a little better. It's not all that I'd hoped for it to be still. So let's see what this does for us. So we're gonna continue on. Let's get those other trucks in, get this up on the track, making some laps. These truck covers, I never paid any attention why one has a hole in it and one doesn't, and I didn't know where one came off of or the other. So I'm just gonna throw it together no matter what. We'll just try it. One screw there, one screw here. All right, let's get that front truck. Same thing on the front truck, putting her in. This is an insulated washer right here, because this truck is isolated from the rest of the chassis so it doesn't short out, because this one is making the chassis live off of this rail right here. You notice the brass wheels, one on this side, one on this side, for doing the pickups. Covers are both on. Put the drive line in like I took it out. Just jack these at different angles like that, and you can get that drive line. See, it's loose over here. Put her in, because usually the wheels don't turn that much. We'll get this power pickup right here plugged into the front truck. Put you in right here. Come on, Neil. Put this on the track and do some laps with it. Sure. Loud. Slow. Can it creep? Sorta. That doesn't seem too shabby. Now if I could pull a load like that, it'd be even more impressive, but I guess we'll get that body and them truck covers on right there so we can see how nice this whole set looks rolling around here. That was what I was waiting for right there. This thing's been sitting dormant for many, many years. I hooked it into this one right here so I could see what kind of, diagnose it here with the DC stuff. 1 amp, that's kind of a healthy motor draw. She got a creep? No. Not with that motor she don't, but see, it still draws close to 1 amp whether it's going super slow or not. Dang it. So this is the technology that we had available to us back in the, late 50s, early 60s. I gotta do some research on that and see what it was. Brass track, everything come out looking real nice. Realized it doesn't even have a headlight hole in it. Somebody soldered that bulb in for some reason, and there's absolutely no reason for it at all. It's a bit of a meat grinder. This thing, once again, turned into an amazing little runner right here. It's very typical for the air that it came out in with the noise, which is supposed to be quieter than the gear ones. That's what it's true. I'm gonna take this, gonna list it on the old marketplace here. Maybe you can go around somebody's Christmas tree this Christmas season. It's what I'm hoping out for. A little late getting this video out here by 3 days. So 2 days? 3 days. It's supposed to be out on Monday. It's gonna come out today on Wednesday as soon as I get done yakking like this. I've been broken down with this back injury for quite some time, and it makes it hard to sit at the editing desk and edit these things together. So I can get like 20 minutes in at a time, take 2 hours off, 20 minutes at a time, take 2 hours. We're getting better though. We're into the physical therapy part. So hopefully I'll be back at it 65% or something. Our classic model this week, Donna Reed. I want to thank the 33 percenters hanging out with me for the whole time here, watching till the end of this video. Also want to thank the channel members that are out there. You guys are helping support the channel, helping support the Ed $1X Club layout we got sitting up there. Got some plans coming up for it. As soon as I get back to 100%, I can get back to 100% of video production. I'm Ron with Classic Model Trains. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you want to check out another cool video on some Varney locomotives, take a look at this one right here. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.